Oh yes, it's Piers Straightbottom of the Leeds Chronicle. Now, Aussie, your team secured promotion to the Premier League last time out. How has that affected preparations for these upcoming matches? Yeah, look, mate, we're trying to find a balance between celebrations and hard work, obviously, in training. And we're very, very hopeful of finding that balance. Oh yes, now you need 4 points to go on and secure the league title. Now, there has been a lack of goals from Leeds United recently. Now, are you confident of scoring enough goals to get the points required? Yes, yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously goals have dried up lately. There's no hiding from that. But you know, I think the whole team, the squad as a club, we're very relaxed right now. We're enjoying ourselves. Yeah, we're really enjoying ourselves. Aussie, one more from me, please. Now, how would you respond to suggestions from some fans that having secure promotion, both you and your team are now on the beach? Mate, that is ridiculous to even suggest that. Go look at a map. Leeds isn't even on the coast. There are no beaches. Moron. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 11 of our first star challenge with Leeds United, our bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. But today it's all about winning the championship with the club. We come into, there's 3 games to go. We are 5 points clear of Cardiff City, and yeah, I mean, we can do it today. Obviously, if we're 5 points clear at the end of this episode, it will be job done. So we need, they can get to 83 points. We have, they can get to 93 points. We have a superior goal difference, so we need 4 points this episode to win the title. You can see we're at home to Barnsley, and then we go away to Derby County, and then we'll have a final game of the season, if everything is not going to plan, at home to Charlton to hopefully go and wrap things up. But let's do it today. And then we can really celebrate the final game of the season, can't we? So there we go. That's where things stand. Now let's go and have a look at what we're up against here again. Oh, one other thing I've got to catch you up on, actually. If we go and have a look at our youth squad here, we do have a new player to introduce to you, Gary Turpey, formerly known as Stephen Ring. Gary, of course, thank you very much, mate, a Patreon supporter. Therefore, he can have regens named after him. If you'd like to have regens named after you, there's a link to my Patreon. Go and check that out. And there's all sorts of other thank you perky things that you can have. But there we go. I suspect we will be seeing Gary in the first team squad anyway next season is my plan, so we can start mentoring him and maybe giving some cup games. You have a few really good young players, so I want to try and maybe even this episode, maybe not Turpey this episode, but try and get some of them into the first team squad ahead of the Premier League season. Now, we can see here we are the favourites for this game. Their form is poor, though they did win last time out against Wigan. We haven't been losing games lately, but we haven't really been scoring goals either, so that's becoming a little bit of a problem. We've worked on that in training. I think we worked on that in training this week. Yeah, attacking, to ball distribution. It was more possession. I think the week before that we did attacking, didn't we? Vertical tiki-taka. Really should have been doing attacking training. I thought I had set that. Maybe not. Obviously not. So let's have a look here. We're up against a John Coleman coach team. Adventurous standard playing style. John Coleman, of course, brother of Gary. No. Gary Coleman? No, what was the... Chris Coleman. I can't even do my jokes right. So there we go. He's very much a lower league manager. This is his big break, it would appear, judging by the teams he's managed. So there we go. Now, this is the team we are expecting to sort of line up in this formation. They do very much attack down the right, according to all the scout reports that we have. There's their passing network and their key passes as well. And this is a team that we are sending out. Now, if we look at the medical centre here, we do have a few match-fatigued players. So that's why maybe there's not some players you would be expecting in the lineup today. We are just coming off the back of the Easter period, of course. So that's why there's so many tied players. But Casilla goes in goal. Douglas, Strushik, Berardi and Coyle make up the back four. It's Phillips, it's Shackleton and Bogac in midfield. It's Dallas and Costa down the wings. It's Bamford up top. Oh, let's go and win a title. So they are not playing as we had initially expected, but that's okay. We can deal with that. They've essentially, it's almost maybe better for us the way that they're lining up there. Now, Cardiff, I can't remember if I mentioned this, they are at home to Derby County. Now, Derby are struggling down in 18th. I think I might go with just do it for the fans today. No, let's pile on the misery. We did play Barnsley earlier on this season, of course, and we drew 1-1. But from what I remember of the game, I'm pretty sure it was a game we should have won. I mean, I've said that a lot this year, haven't I? I know, yeah, Cardiff, they're away, at home to Derby, who are struggling but in resurgent form. I think they might have a new manager because they were down in the relegation zone for a lot of the season. So it's a little bit tougher than perhaps it would look on paper playing 18th, but they have taken the lead. So there we go. Of course, if we were to lose this game and they were to win, then at 2 points with 2 games to go, the incredible choke would well and truly be on, wouldn't it? Here we go, Castilla playing out from the back to Berardi. Berardi lumps it forward there. It's going to get picked up, is it? No. Barnsley have the ball, and now I start to get a little bit concerned here. Just ever so slightly. Come on, boys, put some pressure on. Put some pressure on. They're passing it around us. They're making us look very average, but that finish was very average, so that's okay. It's an even game, isn't it? I wouldn't say either team is particularly on top right now. 30 odd minutes in. Come on, boys. Can we get something going before the break here? Cardiff are 2-0 up, so you would expect that that's going to be the result there. It's going to take a hell of a comeback from Derby, isn't it? Which I can't see happening. And again, we're struggling in front of goal here. I'm going to be aggressive and say, boys, come on. Let's get some calm. We have faith in these guys. Again, defensively, we've looked okay. It's kind of the story of the second half of our season, to be honest. Defensively, we look okay. But we just look to struggle a little bit. What do I think we might do here? Let's put Shackleton as the advanced playmaker. Let's get Bogac just as an attacking midfielder. And Phillips sitting in. I think I like that. Dallas as a winger is just not working. We do have Robbie Gotts on the bench, who I wanted to try and give some game time to. I don't know if this is necessarily the time to want to do it, though. That's the problem. Is that, come on, boys, let's get creative. We've got a nervous-looking Coyle at right back. Coyle, I'm actually really impressed with at right back. He's as good, I think, if not better than Ayling, which may be sacrilege to say that to Leeds, I don't know. But I've been relatively impressed with him so far. Okay, we're going to make changes. We're going to give Gotts a game for right wing because Stuart Dallas is just not getting it done for us up there. Right, what can we change about the way we're approaching this game? Let's take it. They concede a lot of goals from through balls, which is why we were doing that. Playing into space. All right, let's counter press. Let's get stuck in. Let's try and win the ball back. Here we go. Barry Douglas anyway. Berardi! Oh! Well, it's not the sort of highlight we ideally want, but we'll take a highlight at this point. We're looking nervous and wound up. Come on, boys. Push forward. Come on. What can we do? Bamford's not doing anything. Let's get Tyler Roberts up there. He hasn't scored a goal hardly all season, but let's do it anyway. We're not creating anything, are we? All right, Alioski, go grab us a goal, mate. Right, let's lower the tempo. Let's just try and create a good chance. We've got, 8 minutes? Come on, boys. We've got one chance in us. I know we have. Let's create a good chance and make it count, please. Oh, 4 minutes of stoppage time to go. Any goal now it's almost certainly a winner, isn't it? Yeah, we can nick that. We can. Bogac is there. Bogac! Oh, it's a penalty, isn't it? Something. It's there still. Bogac, no! Oh, don't get hit on the break. Oh, Jesus. Don't do this to me, boys. Don't do this. Pascal's there. Wins it back. Look at that. The big young Swiss defender. I think he's Swiss. Gotts. It's over the top. It's there for Alioski. Can he square it? Tyler Roberts. No, it's headed away. Shackleton. Somebody, boys. Alioski. It's... decent. It's much, much better. It's the best we've looked all game, arguably. But it's not enough. And we've dropped points again. Again, it's a scoreless draw. We're really, really struggling. We did look better with the lower tempo and work the ball into the box. That was when we created our best chance. Do I say unlucky? I'm going to say unlucky. Try and build confidence. So there we go. A share of the spoils. Again, it's another stalemate. Again, well, it was 1-1 last time against Barnsley. But... Stephen Gerrard's at Wolves now. He wants Bogac. Not happening, mate. Not in a million years. I don't care if you're Stephen Gerrard. But there we go. It's 6 points the gap. Why is it 6 points the gap? Did Cardiff stuff that up? 5-2. It's 5-2. They have absolutely imploded in the second half. We're 6 points up with 2 games to go. Look at the goal difference. Guys, we've just won the championship effectively. I did not see that. Did we get score updates in the second half there? I didn't see any. And just like that, Derby County have exploded into the second half. They've won the game 5-2. And we're effectively league champions. We're going to come back, guys. We're going to come back. We're going to play Derby. Maybe you don't want to play Derby, but we're going to play Derby. And any sort of points either for us dropped by Cardiff means mathematically we are the championship champions. Absolute scenes here at Elland Road as the final whistle goes at the Riverside Stadium, where Borough have beaten Cardiff City 2-1, handing the league title to Leeds United. So despite their inability to score goals, the title goes to Elland Road. Well, hey, so there we have it, Leeds United, champions of the championship. And I tell you what, I don't know what happened to Cardiff City, because 45 minutes into the end of the first half of last game, they were closing the gap down to 2 points. And then suddenly, 5 goals second half against Derby, and then they've lost to Middlesbrough 2-1. And there we go. Oh, I've got a nice little bonus, 43 grand. It really doesn't take much, does it? Wow. Australian managers, what are we doing? What are we doing with ourselves? So there we go, proud day for the fans. Board happy with the championship win, and medals for players. There's a few medals being handed out here, so there we go. O'Kane gets a medal. Well, good on him. Good on him. So there we go. We've got a player that we're scouting there, fitness tests, and let's go and have a look at what we're expecting here from Derby County. We enter as champions. They are the favourites. They're Tony Pulis' coach team now, so they did change their manager, which maybe explains not the 5 goals, but certainly the upturn in form. But a cautious long ball team. We know what Tony Pulis does, don't we? This is how they played against Cardiff. I'm really interested in what they did second half, to be honest, and how they started. We can see they're a little bit narrow. They tend to get out wide, get crosses into the box. Again, Tony Pulis, we know what he does. This is the team that we're sending out. Now, having secured the league title, we're going to have a little bit of an experiment in this one. So we're going to go with Casilla in goal, because we don't really have a better option. I don't think we're going to keep Miesler. We have an option to sign him for 3.4 million, I think. Yeah, I'm just not convinced by him. But Douglas, Cooper, White and Coyle is the back four. Now we've got one of our youngsters that has been progressing like an absolute monster. He started the season in the under 18s, 19s, whatever the lowest youth team is. He was up in the under 23s. He's been smashing it the whole time. So we're going to experiment. We're going to give him a game as the defensive midfielder in this one. That allows Phillips and Bogac to play in midfield together. My tentative plan for next season is that this could be our 2. Sort of our first choice 2. I'm thinking with Klitsch. He's wanted by other teams. He's worth a little bit of money, and he's 29 years old now. I'm wondering if we look to maybe sell him on to get cash in, because midfield is a place where we're very strong. So I think he's probably, with his age, he's probably a sellable asset. So my plan right now, I'm thinking Phillips and Bogac could be our duo, sort of our first choice duo in midfield next year. We're going to give Robbie Gotts a game further up on the right side of midfield, see how he does. I'm beginning to think he's maybe not going to quite make it with us, but we'll see how he does. We're going to give Helder Costa a game on the left, and Ketia comes in up top. Some youngsters on the bench we're going to look to give game time to. Edmondson, one of our young strikers. See, sort of, again, trying to evaluate him for next season. I think he could maybe be an option off the bench or back up, but I just want to see. I'm wondering if long-term we're better off with him sort of going out on loan. And Gary Turpie, we've got him on the bench. We might try and get him on, see how this second half is playing out. Yeah, again, just he's done really, really well his first few games in the under-19s. And there we go, and Gary Turpie, number 16. That's your number. So if you're looking playing along at home, that's who we're looking out for. And Kene, I guess you'd pronounce that, is number 12. So they're the 2 youngsters that we have going here. What do we want to say? Give them a morale boost. Just enjoy it today, I think, boys. We'll just go out there and enjoy it. We'll get some passion going. Come on, fire up. Let's get some goals. We did do attacking training this week. I changed it to make sure that we were doing attacking training this week. So hopefully we'll see some goals in this one. So here we go. Now, of course, next episode will be the final episode of the season. That means end of season awards. So let me know in the comments, who do you think our player of the season has been? I think Bogac he's an absolute shoo-in, isn't he, for young player of the year? He's got to be a chance. I think Calvin Phillips, so I think he's been just consistently brilliant for us all season long. Maybe Liam Cooper as well has been a rock at the back. I'd say they'd probably be my 3, personally. But let me know what you guys think. I always do off the top of my head, so I'm interested in what you guys are thinking. You always come up with players that I think, oh yeah, actually that's a good shout. Maybe Casilla in goal's been quite good as well. But I think for me, I'd probably give it to Calvin Phillips. That would be my pick, but I don't get the pick. It's a fans award, and that goes just over the bar. A couple of new contracts. Pascal Srijak has signed a new deal, a long-term deal at the club. Oh, I tell you what, what's happened there? How have they missed that? Come on, boys, show some passion here, please. So he's at the club long-term, which is good. We've offered contracts, long-term contracts. Now we know that we're going up. We have sort of next year's budget. We've offered long-term contracts to McCalmont and to Bogac as well, so hopefully they will sign those. That's a 5-year deal, I think it was, for Bogac. Marriott has absolutely sold someone up the river there, and he stuck it away as well. Who is number 5? We've not finished the season well, have we? We really, really have struggled. Hopefully, this isn't going to carry on into next season. Who is that? Absolutely just done. It's Ben White. He is good at times, Ben White. He's one of these guys, I don't know what to do with him for now. I mean, it may be out of our hands. I don't know if, because he's on loan from Brighton, I don't know if Brighton will let him come back online. Almost certainly not let him come back online. But I don't know if we're going to have to buy him, if we actually kind of would want to buy him. He does get himself caught out quite a bit, just with things like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's been quite poor, really, hasn't it? Let's go back. We did change our tactics to how we kind of ended last time out. So let's get rid of that again. Let's maybe take it off on the box. Let's maybe try the lower tempo. Let's go attacking. And I don't really know what's happened to us, if I'm completely honest. We just seem to have forgotten how to score goals. It doesn't seem to matter who we play. It doesn't seem to matter just anything. We just seem to have forgotten how to score goals. I don't know if it's complacency at the end of the season, which you sometimes do get. I mean, I did my best to try and stop it, and I was a little bit maybe overconfident in my abilities on that thing. But we just, I don't know what's happened. Here we go. Cooper bringing it forward. There's a long ball over the top. Helder Costa's onto it. Helder Costa! Oh, he can't find the back of the net. It's almost the exact blade of grass where Marriott scored for them too, isn't it? Here we go from the corner. Douglas. It's what's happened there. It's a free kick. Costa has maybe pushed somebody there. All right, so Robbie Gotts is not a right winger. I think we're learning that. So we'll take him off. Bogac. I mean, I tell you what, my midfield experiment isn't really working, is it? All right, let's bring 55 minutes. It's maybe a little bit too soon. Let's try Calvin Phillips as a deep line playmaker and Bogac just as an attacking midfielder. Yeah, let's try that for now. Come on, boys, get creative here. Cooper's having a good game in there. Ketia is not having a great debut. Bogac on a booking is not having a great game. So, all right, so let's bring Turpey on for a debut. He's a ball-winning midfielder. All right, so let's do that. Get him on support. We probably need Calvin Phillips going a little bit further forward, though, now, don't we? What can we do? What can we do? All right, let's get him as an attacking midfielder. And can Nketiah play as a deep line playmaker? All right, so let's try that. There we go. All right, you know what else we might try? Let's try and exploit the flanks as well, because it's just whatever we're doing, it's not working, is it? We don't look like we know what a goal is just recently. All right, there we go. Here we go out for Jack Clark, who's been in horrible form, but he's beaten one there. Can he beat a second? He can. Can he square it back? He can't. He goes himself. Let's try, as while we're experimenting here, let's try the wingers on support and see if that means that they'll actually cross the ball into a striker. Let's get Nketiah off. Let's give the youngster a go as well. And let's try an advance forward as opposed to a pressing forward. A pressing forward plays sort of more as an advance forward anyway once, when the team has possession. But it's just nothing, is it? I'm really sorry, guys. This is... other than winning the title, and let's face it, we've stumbled over the line doing that. Yeah, any suggestions, guys? I don't understand what has happened to us. I can only think we've just kind of clocked off at the end of the season. I don't know what else it could be. I'm actually getting quite angry at them now. So there we go, made to Rue Moose. Did we have missed chances? I don't even think we had that one held across the chance. I don't even think we missed that much. Everton, he's not going anywhere, mate. Just everybody back off Bogarts. He's mine. But there we go, guys. That is it for today. I really, really do apologise. That was not the best football, but we have won the title. So thumbs up if you'd like to see goals next time out. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll wrap up the season at home to Charlton. We'll have our end of season awards, our goal of the season award as well. As I said, don't forget to let me know in the comments who you think our player of the season has been this year. That is, look at that goal scoring record. The last however many games, that is absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain. Take care.